In all of our courses, Indigenous students are participating as students, and in the field we work on Indigenous land where Indigenous traditional owners dictate and collaborate on the research we do. So all of the work we do within the university working with students and beyond the university working in communities is about building partnerships between Indigenous students and Indigenous communities and the university to really build greater partnerships for the benefit of both the university and those communities. JCU's got a very strong reputation in Indigenous outreach, and JCU's has a very strong system of student support both for Indigenous students and non-Indigenous students, with a really spectacular mentoring program that matches students up with a senior mentor that's been through all of these things before and really offers students an opportunity to develop through their university career. And I have to say, out of all the universities I've worked at, the system that we have at JCU is quite unique and goes right from your very first year at university all the way through to your postgraduate studies. At JCU, we're very concerned about embedding Indigenous worldviews in our teaching and our research, and we have a very strong ethic of working closely with Indigenous communities and Indigenous students to be respectful in the way we represent Indigenous issues and the way we teach Indigenous issues in the classroom and the way we engage with Indigenous communities beyond the classroom. I think that's a real strength of JCU, that we live in a part of Australia with the highest densities of Indigenous communities who own their own lands, and it gives us a unique opportunity as researchers and teachers to work very closely with those communities to develop partnerships that strengthen both Indigenous student participation in the university, but also non-Indigenous participation in those communities. And I think those two things are very important if we're going to move towards meaningful reconciliation. One of the things I love about archaeology is that it's a great mixture of practice, being out of the classroom, and lab work, being in the classroom. So I feel like I've got the best job in the world. So I get to do all of the things I love to do. So archaeology is very hands-on, and it requires people to have an understanding of how to work as a part of a team and how to work in remote areas, how to communicate cross-culturally with people from different backgrounds. So it's a very enriching experience. It's much more than a traditional chalk and talk. And at JCU, we structure our archaeology program around a whole range of hands-on activities in the classroom, on campus, outside of the classroom, and at remote field sites. So one of the things we love to do every year as part of one of our courses is to dig up a crocodile that was buried on the campus. And this gives students a fantastic opportunity to put into practice some of the things they learn about in the classroom in a field context. And we also get school kids involved in that so that they can also begin to understand what archaeologists actually do. And it gives university students and high school students a great opportunity to interact and share information about what it's like to do archaeology at JCU.